Welcome to this week's podcast, and this week's topic is another interesting, always changing and moving fast. But our medical collection is going to be removed by March 8th, and given the latest developments, I'd say it's highly unlikely that medical collections are going to be removed by all credit reports by the March 8th deadline. And there's four main reasons why I believe that, and let's go through those. First is the regulatory uncertainty. Now, the CFPB had finalized the rule on medical debt removal, but with the recent administrative shakeup, including the acting director, Russell Vaught's suspension of enforcement actions, really suggests that the implementation is at the very least in limbo. Second is the legal challenges. There's several industry trade groups that have already filed lawsuits against the rule, arguing that the CFPB exceeded its authority. And if courts take action or issue an injunction, the enforcement could not only it could be delayed indefinitely, um, but there are some things we know with certainty. The implementation has been postponed for sure. So at the very least, we're definitely not going to hit the March 8th deadline. Um, but with the enforcement date has been pushed back to June of 2025, which suggests that even if the rule survives, it definitely is not going to take effect in March. Um, and fourth is the political influence. The CFPB is under a lot of scrutiny with the pending discussions on budget cuts and oversight, and obviously they can't shut it down without an act of Congress. But if they defund it, what's going to happen to not only doesn't appear there to be any more rules uh, put forth by them at the very least, but the enforcement of said rules. So there's a lot of political influence on there. So my final take on a very important topic would be, if you're taking action or giving advice to consumers, or you as a consumer are waiting for this March 8th deadline, hoping that these medical collections are going to be removed from your credit report, you're going to see a score increase. Um, all things kind of point to that may not happen, and could at the very least be delayed, or and at the very most might not even happen at all. I really recommend you guys being cautious on that front. But if you do have medical collections, I can tell you what you can do is contact us, Credit Law Center. We have the highest percentage of amongst collections on medical collection removals, and it's because they are notoriously non-compliant, right? We can use the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, we can use the Fair Credit Reporting Act in challenging these and catching them making a mistake. We use that mistake as leverage to gain a deletion. If that leverage doesn't work, we can pursue them. We have consumers that come into our office every day, um, and month over month, that are coming in with collections and are looking to challenge those items and get them removed to improve their score, and they walk away with a settlement from somebody not complying with the law, right? And so that's different than any other credit repair company you're going to find. But be cautious if you're advising clients on thinking this March 8th is going to be a great windfall. It may or may not be. At the very least, it sounds like it's going to be postponed to June. The very most, it might not be implemented at all. So, but there are things consumers can do. And so I always encourage you to take those actions with us. We're going to consult the consumer, and for just $1, we'll get a copy of all three credit reports. Not only show them what they can do immediately, but how many points they have available based on those efforts themselves, and how many points they have available based on us assisting them on challenging the negative items on their credit report. So, hope you found this information helpful. Um, Keep an eye. We'll keep you guys up to date week to week, on all the changes that are coming with the CFPB, and if there are any updates. But appreciate you watching. Keep an eye on us next week. We'll be back with even more information. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you soon.